Pisces, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you click on the description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Here we go. Pisces, are you hoping to spoil somebody's victory? Yeah. Yeah, you kind of are here. Okay. You're purposely trying to hold somebody back from something. I could go a couple ways with that, but I'm just going to keep moving forward. You're purposely trying to hold somebody back. Now, it could be you're trying to stop somebody from making a mistake that they see as a victory. Or it could be that you're trying to stop somebody from walking away from you. This could be a relationship, like you don't want them to leave. It could be a vocational thing, like you don't want to lose a client. You don't want to lose a project. You don't want to lose a job. But you are hoping and planning to spoil the victory of somebody being independent of you. You're fearing the loss of control, and what gives you control in this situation is information and how you use that information. Okay? You fear that so how do I put this feeling into words? You fear the not knowing what's going on in this person's head. So it's almost like you fear that for a long period of time you projected onto this person and didn't really listen to the words that they said. Or maybe you just focused too much on the words that they said and you didn't pay attention to their actions. Because it scares you that you don't know the outcome of this. It scares you that you don't know the other person's point of view right now. It's almost like you're looking at this other person, or be it a friend, be it a client, it could even be your job, and you don't know their position. It's like maybe you looked at it with rose-colored glasses for so long you didn't see what was really there, and now that you see what's there, you're like, oh, do I really know what's going on? That's the fear. The reality of the situation is that things are moving forward and you are starting to... I know it sounds weird to say that you're dropping the conflict as a bad thing, but it was the conflict and tension that was keeping this glued together. So the fact that the conflict and the tension is diminishing and that there is forward movement, that tells you that this person is moving away from you. Because if they aren't willing to fight or argue or push and pull, then they may not care. And that's where that fear comes in. You don't know that. You don't know what it means when they stop. And I'm telling you, if somebody really cares, they will fight with you. I know it sounds bad. It's not healthy, but it shows feeling. When the conflict and the fighting goes away and they're just like, whatever. Well, that shows that lack of draw, that the willingness to try. So this moving forward and Five of Wands shows actual distance. This is a complete lack of communication. Maybe the fear isn't that you don't know. Maybe the fear is that you do know, but you just don't like it. And I say that because of this. So these three cards here, the Sun in the inverse, which is the closing out of a chapter, this is about the planning stages and finding something within that needs to change, but it's in the inverse, so you're not doing it. And this is about not making a hard decision, being stuck between a rock and a hard place and just lingering there. So what this tells me is that I had this all wrong. Well, not all wrong. I had a part of it wrong. You hope to stop somebody from leaving. Your fear is that they're leaving no matter what, and there's nothing you can do about it. So this information connected with these three cards tells me that you see what's happening, and your fear is that you can't stop them from leaving. The reality of the situation is there is forward movement, and it's this lack of attention. There was this tension that was there where you were trying to work things out. You couldn't agree, and it wasn't very healthy, but you fought about it. But the fighting is stopped. So you recognize the other person just isn't even willing to come to the table and discuss anymore. You feel them leaving, and you're trying to hold on. But Pisces, there are no cups here. Cups represent emotion and love and the willingness to put energy into something. That passion, you know. Wands represent passion, but it represents a different kind of passion. I see passion in these cards, but I don't see love, Pisces. Something is moving away from you. And when you're ready, you will have to let it go. It just feels very much to me like the other person is going to be ready to let it go before you. So you might want to prepare yourself for that. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next week.